Le Chat Noir is the very first cabaret ever built. Intriguingly, this cabaret did not include the burlesque dancers that cabarets are more well known for now. Instead, Le Chat Noir offered drinks and entertainment, let it be musical or theatrical work. In 1881, Rodolphe Sallet opened Le Chat Noir, a cafe whose target clientele was the artistic boheme. Not long after its opening, Sallet met poet Émilie Gaudu, the president of a club of artists ranging from poets to painters to musicians, called Les Hydrophobes, meaning those that are afraid of water. The implication was that instead of drinking water, the club drank wine and beer. Gaudu was looking for a new location to house the club. Le Chat Noir seemed to be a perfect location, and Sallet sensed an opportunity. Soon after, the club Les Hydrophobes moved into Le Chat Noir, and this was the start of the first ever cabaret. Entertainment in Le Chat Noir was mostly limited to singing, puppet shows, and shadow puppet shows. However, as the cabaret continued to develop, the entertainment began to include poetry readings, songs, monologues, dialogues, dramatic sketches, and most famously, shadow puppet shows. These shadow shows were extraordinarily intricate and combines the talents of those that make, painters and sculptors, with those that act. The introduction of color into the shadow shows was perhaps one of the earliest predecessors to colored movies. The shows could be categorized into two categories: satiric or humorous, and poetic or lyrical. The satiric or humorous shadow shows are of particular interest. They were intent on attacking large swaths of Parisian life. For example, take the architecture of the opera houses that were previously discussed. Many shadow shows disparaged Charles Garnier and the ornamental, as well as very expensive, design of Palais Garnier. It was later that cabarets began to put an emphasis on burlesque dances. Perhaps one of the most interesting innovations to come out of the cabaret was the invention of the chanson, a genre of music somewhere between poetry and song. The majority of chansons spoke about the experience of the poor in Paris. For one of the first time, art about the lower classes became popular, and a true view of what Parisian life was like for the majority of its inhabitants was conveyed through Parisian art and culture.